Hey, my name's Cole.
How's it going? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What was your name?
Mark.
Mark. Nice to meet you, Mark. Thanks for coming in to see me today.
Yeah, what's this all about?
So I'm your Aflac benefits advisor.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Aflac at all?
I'm not.
Okay, so I've got a couple goals today. First, I want to describe what Aflac is, and then I want to hear a little bit about your life and what you do here as well as at home and outside of here. And then I want to be able to recommend some plans for you based on my professional experience that I think would work best for you. Does that make sense?
All right.
Cool. So Aflac, you seen the duck?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's seen the duck.
Yep.
So the duck, that really got us out there. Everyone knows us, but not what we do. So I definitely see that a lot. So the best way to explain Aflac, I think, is to think of a coin. So on one side, you have your major medical. That pays your doctors, hospitals, prescriptions. You don't see any of that. Insurance companies just pay it directly to them.
Okay.
You flip the coin over, and that's Aflac. So Aflac pays you directly. So anytime you submit a claim, you'll come to me for that. I'll help you with that in every way I can, and then we'll pay you directly on everything we can do.
Okay.
So for example, let's say you get our accident policy, and you get into an accident. You come to me, I help you file the claim, and there's a check waiting in your account, and that pays you out. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that?
I mean, how long is that process?
So we actually just instituted a new thing earlier this year, and it's called One Day Pay.
Okay.
And it is exactly what it says on the label. You submit a claim by noon today, and the money's in your account tomorrow.
Okay.
We actually have a running tally on our website of all the One Day Pay claims that we've made this year, and that's something that I love to see and I love to contribute to.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. How's I know Happy Friday, got the weekend coming up. You have any plans?
No big plans this week. We're going to, I guess we're going to a big water slide party.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bring the kids.
Yeah, there's this one guy that's going to do a hot dog eating contest. It's going to be awesome to see.
Oh, man.
His name's Cole.
It's kind of the same name as you.
That's so funny because I actually don't know many people with that name. Man, good luck to that guy.
Yeah.
I hope he's got a stomach of iron.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Well, I'll come in for some quarterly service visits. I want to hear how that goes.
Okay, I'd be happy to share that news.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Big pictures.
Good. Good. That's wonderful. Cool. So, are you married?
Yes, I am married.
Nice. How long have you been married?
12 years now.
12 years.
Yes, I can't get away now.
Yeah. My wedding's in 2 months, and I gotta ask, was wedding planning for you as crazy as it's been for us?
My wife was a wedding planner, so definitely
Nice.
she was smart enough to get a wedding planner for our wedding, so she could try to do it herself.
Nice.
But I learned a lot. Yeah, definitely, it's quite an undertaking.
Good.
So.
Yeah, I've been a wedding DJ for 3.5 years, and so I've helped do the planning.
Okay.
But man, I never knew.
You've seen it firsthand.
I've seen it, yeah, but I never knew, all the decorations and everything that go into it. But that's awesome.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. You have any kids?
3.
Wow. What are their ages?
12, 8, and 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's some good spacing there.
Yeah.
Keep yourself sane.
Yeah, about 3 years is good to keep them from fighting.
Yeah.
For most part.
That's good. Me and my brother were 5.5 years apart, so we were just, we never had any problems. We were the best friends forever.
Cool.
Good. That's wonderful. So what activities are your kids involved in? Any Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts?
No, but yeah, they're all super active.
Okay.
Sports, baseball, soccer, gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
Dance. I mean, yeah, they do a lot. Mountain biking.
Nice.
Skateboarding.
You ever have any injuries related to those? That's a pretty active lifestyle.
So far, not yet.
Good.
So, yeah. We've had a couple little head injuries. Just the stuff around the house. So.
What happened with the head injury? What happened?
Fell out of a car.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Dad has a high truck, so and the daughter was sleeping, and I opened up the door, and she just fell straight down on her head. Oh, it was awesome. Sorry to hear that, but
Jeez. Did you have to go to the hospital for that?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. What was that like? How long was she there?
Only 4 hours, and the bill was $3,000. Yeah.
Jeez. So. What was that the deductible on your major medical?
Or? Yeah, we didn't hit our. Well, we didn't hit our deductible on that.
Wow.
So
what's your deductible then?
It's $4,500. I'm gonna
silver.
Now it's what's the next one after that?
Gold. or the lower one, bronze?
It is a lower one because we don't
Okay.
get sick ever. So
Yeah. Okay.
it's like $4,500
Yeah,
for me.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So you don't find yourself using your major medical all that much?
Not often, no. I mean, we're
Okay.
a pretty healthy family.
Good. That's good. Great. What's your family health history like? Both on your parents' side and on your wife's parents' side. Your parents having problems in the last few years?
I know, yeah, diabetes ran on my dad's side of the family, and then, yeah, cancer I think, on my wife's side.
Okay.
So, yeah, her grandfather passed away from cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
So, I think.
What activities do you like to do when you're outside of work?
We're active and we go. Everyone obviously knows we love camping. So,
It's a good time.
but
Where's your favorite place to go camping?
all over. I mean, we've been Yosemite, going up to went up to Oregon, Yellowstone, and we're expanding. So
Good.
so bigger adventures out to the coast quite a bit.
Nice. Have you ever been to Angel Island?
Actually, I haven't.
That's fun. It's a good time. Yeah, my dad took me and my brother there when we were, it was probably about 10-ish years ago.
Okay.
We got to camp overnight, and the ferry leaves at night, and you're just alone on this island.
Oh wow.
So it's good. I know we had a good experience. I'd highly recommend it.
Okay, cool.
Check it
I'll
out.
definitely write that down.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Cool. Great. Well, that sounds good. Very active lifestyle, camping. I know your kids are very active.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So what do you do at work here?
I replaced the light bulbs.
Okay, good. So I imagine you're on ladders pretty often. You ever fallen off or?
Yeah, I've had a couple close calls, but yeah, I mean, I do a lot of maintenance around here.
Okay. Yeah. Good. How long have you been doing that?
About 15 years. Yeah.
Very nice. What got you into that?
Well, it's, I got a job here, kind of started off, just doing like the grunt stuff, but, ended up now I can pretty much fix and handle everything. So I'm a handyman.
Nice. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Are you the breadwinner for your family?
Yes.
Okay. What's your wife do?
She does daycare. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So she kind of moved away from being a wedding planner. I imagine that got pretty stressful.
Yeah, she did that for a while. She wanted her weekends back. So yeah. And then with the kid and everything else, it just kind of worked in that way. So yeah, she's been doing that and part time.
Nice.
So it helps.
So she kind of helps take care of the kids. You work 9 to 5.
Yep. I'm full time. So
good. Yeah. Very good. And so I assume you're here because you need a paycheck. You don't work for fun, right?
True. Yeah. If I didn't have to come to work, yeah, I wouldn't. So,
right.
Yeah,
okay.
Buying those lotto tickets. I'm gonna get out of this job someday.
So. Definitely. So, have you thought about what would happen to you and your family if you were hurt or sick and were unable to work?
Good question. I mean, I try not to think about that. I mean, I guess I'd probably be in a tough situation. So, I mean, we have not much savings recently, but yeah. I mean, I got a couple college funds, but
right.
I might have to steal from that.
Yeah, right. But you don't want to have to dip into those,
No, I wouldn't want to.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, do you have? Are you in a home right now, or are you renting?
I don't know.
Okay. Nice. How long have you been in there?
Several years now.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. And if you were to unfortunately pass away, have you ever thought about what you would be leaving behind for your family?
It's one of those things that you don't want to think about. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we have a mortgage. We have, hopefully not too many bills. I mean, my cars are all paid off. So
good.
Good. Trying to get everything dialed in. So.
Okay.
But yeah, honestly, I guess one of the things we don't want to think about, right?
Yeah, definitely. And unfortunately, that's one of the things that I am here to talk about is the things that we don't want to think about.
Okay.
I see unexpected things happen all the time, and one of the main reasons I'm here today is to really make sure that you're well protected in the event that anything unexpected would happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I know about 87% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Like you mentioned, you don't have too much savings, and that's not a surprise to me. I definitely see that often. And that's really the type of person that Aflac is here for. We like to be able to put a safety net around you so that in case anything happens to you, you're able to not have to dig into those college funds
Okay.
in order to pay your bills, and that way your kids can still go to college.
Okay.
So as far as plans that I would recommend to you, in my professional opinion, I think that the accident plan is definitely right up your alley. You have an active lifestyle with the camping. Your kids are very active. I know gymnastics and dance in particular can create a lot of injuries. My fiance was a dancer for 16 years, and so I've seen firsthand the type of injuries you can get from that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can cover your family on that. And a couple features of the accident plan: if you go into the hospital for 18 hours, you get paid $1,500 up front.
Okay.
And then there's a daily benefit of $300 per day. And if you go right into the ICU, that's an additional $500.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That could help us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you mentioned sporting activities. If you or your kids are participating in an organized sporting activity and you're not being paid to do it, it's just fun, little league, what have you. All of the payouts get an additional 25% added on top of them.
Okay.
We know that injuries from sports can be all sorts of ones.
Much more likely to happen, I guess.
Yeah, and so we want to take care of you there.
Okay.
Another plan that I would recommend is cancer. I know you mentioned that it's on your wife's side, but I've seen plenty of cases where cancer will just come out of nowhere and it doesn't run in your family and it doesn't need to.
Okay.
1 in 2 men will be diagnosed with cancer in their lives, and 1 in 3 women.
Oh wow.
And that is a very scary statistic. The national age also just went down from 36 to 34.
Holy, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's something
That's
that,
young.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You always imagine older people getting cancer, but that is
in my
absolutely
60s maybe. Yeah, but
Yeah.
not that young.
You look like a millennial like me, so I
I
would
am.
never
I am.
guess. That's it. Totally. Wow. I mean, you look great for your age.
Well, thank you. You do too.
Definitely.
Are you like 40?
Yeah, I've just turned 44 earlier this
Okay.
year, actually. So getting married a little late.
Yes.
But, we found each other.
That's good.
So, back to that cancer plan, I really think that cancer would be a great fit for you. Whether it's on your wife's side or not, to be able to protect both you and your wife on that. There's an initial diagnosis benefit of $6,000, and there's a building benefit of $500. And what that means is for every year you go cancer-free, $500 gets added to that initial diagnosis benefit.
Okay.
So let's say you get the plan now, and it's $6,000, and God forbid you get cancer in 10 years, that's an additional $5,000 onto that $6,000.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah. There's also an injected chemotherapy weekly benefit of $900. There's no lifetime maximum on that, as well as holistic and experimental care.
Okay.
So we'd like to incorporate that.
So I guess do something experimental.
Yeah.
So, I think I heard someone doing that. It gets pretty costly.
Yeah, it does, and we want to make sure that you're well covered, no matter what avenue of medication you seek.
Okay.
So I definitely recommend that, and then I would also recommend our short-term disability. If you're injured and you can't work, what are you going to do about your mortgage and your utilities and your groceries? Like I said, you don't want to have to dip into your college fund in order to make those payments happen.
Okay.
And so you can sign up for an amount, and we'll dial your information into the computer and figure out what works for you. But that's a great plan to make sure you're covered. And like I said, you submit a claim by noon today, and you can get the money as early as tomorrow, and your disability's covered.
Okay.
Have you ever had to go out on state disability?
I have not. No.
Good.
No.
It's a nightmare.
Okay.
Yeah. That's definitely something we try to circumvent, is that, if with state disability, you might get paid in 4 to 8 weeks after you've already had a month of bills.
Okay. Yeah, I know that one of the guys worked here, and he didn't get it for a couple months or something. So
yeah, it's a mess, and that's why we're so proud of our one-day pay, to be able to immediately get you that money, and you don't have to worry about that. State disability will come later and help continue to pay bills, but that way you're not out of house and home while you're waiting for that money.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Last thing I'd recommend for you is life insurance. Do you have any life insurance right now?
Yes, I do.
How much is on it?
It's like $1 million.
Okay. I think you're good on that, actually. I think
Okay.
you probably are covered with $1 million of life insurance.
Yeah.
Good. So then, I think the accident, short-term disability, and cancer are really going to cover you in a robust way.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about any of those?
I mean, how much is it all going to cost? It's pretty expensive.
So what do you make an hour?
Right now I'm about $30 an hour.
Okay. Great pay. So really what I try to do is I try to...
I'm just listening to a conference call.
That's just your manager. Don't worry. We'll get to her.
Okay.
So I try to get these plans to within. I try to get these plans to be within about an hour or two a week wage.
Okay.
And I think, for these plans to be able to have about $60 a week, does that sound like a reasonable amount to really cover your family in a robust way?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can afford that.
Okay,
Okay.
wonderful. Do you have any other questions about that? I know budget is definitely important to me, so I want to make sure.
Well, I mean,
that you're
can I get some of these? I guess I'd like to talk to my wife about it. So,
Okay.
if I can go over it with her and then kind of figure out, and let you know later in the week, what we want to do.
If I could ask you a question, what do you think your wife would object to about these plans?
I mean, she just likes to know what's going on, but I mean, I don't think she would object to it, but I just,
Okay.
being smart. I've been married for 12 years, so.
Definitely. Definitely smart.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I know I'm definitely open to you talking to your wife, but I'd also like to suggest, what if you came home today and you said, hey, babe, I got these plans and they're going to cover us for cancer. They're going to cover me for short-term disability. If any accidents happen for the kids, they're going to be able to be completely covered. And I got it for, an hour a week, 2 hours a week. And if she were able to feel that protection, do you think that'd be worth it for her?
Make a decision on my own.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, we can go ahead and look at this and see what this total cost is.
All right, let's go ahead and get you dialed in here.
Okay.
And we're good. Perfect. Thanks, Mark.
Hey. Very nice job, Cole. All right, how'd that feel?
Good. Oh, so much better than the last one.